I call on Government Order of the Day, number 1.
Energy, Fuels, Levies and References Amendment Bill, second reading.
Mr Speaker,
Honourable Simon
I
Rogers.
move that the Energy, Fuels, Levies and References Amendment Bill be now read for a second time. Mr Speaker, what a great way to finish the year. I'd like to thank those who took the time to make submissions and the members of the Commerce Select Committee for their work in considering this bill. This bill amends the Energy, Fuels, Levies and References Act 1989 in order to provide a sustainable funding source for New Zealand's International Energy Agency oil stock holding treaty obligations. A secure supply of energy is critical, and this government has prioritised a range of measures to improve oil security through the business growth agenda. An important part of those measures is sustainable and user-pays funding of our oil stock holding obligation with the International Energy Agency. So did you, Sunshine. The stock holding obligation helps mitigate the market power of large oil-producing nations and is an important contribution to global oil security. The IEA system helps protect New Zealand and its trading partners from economic harm that could result from sudden increase in oil prices. New Zealand's oil demand has grown steadily since the mid-1980s, and as with most OECD countries, this has been driven primarily by demand for transportation fuels, petrol, diesel and jet fuel. While the government continues to undertake a range of initiatives to improve the operating environment for the oil and gas sector and encourage further exploration and production of oil in New Zealand, as well as promoting energy efficiency measures to help make our fuel use more efficient, we can also make our imported sources of oil more secure. The Petroleum or Engine Fuel Monitoring Levy currently covers the cost of monitoring fuel quality and costs related to the IEA, such as acquisition of energy data. This bill will create the scope of the levy to fully fund the Crown's oil stock holding obligation with the IEA. In doing so, it will provide a sustainable funding source and enduring financial commitment to global oil security that will ultimately benefit New Zealanders with a more secure supply of transport fuels. The Commerce Committee received 4 submissions on the bill. There were some useful suggestions for improvement, and the committee recommended the bill be passed with 2 amendments. The committee recommended limiting the scope of the levy by clarifying that the levy is for the Crown to meet the reasonable costs and expenses of compliance with New Zealand's obligation under Article 2 of the IEA to maintain the emergency reserve commitment set out in that article. The revised purpose makes it crystal clear that the levy will be used for maintaining New Zealand's contribution to global oil security. Mr Speaker, I commend this bill to the House.
The question is that the motion be agreed to.